Take a look at Kettle in action for a variety of tasks. Now let's get Kettle running in the background and open the site. Now let's say that we have two very different tasks. One is to implement a Flappy Bird game for an upcoming middle school bootcamp. And let's say we also want them to implement, can you also look into embedding models to give a talk soon. Now let's see what Kettle is doing behind the scenes. So it's currently fetching messages from Slack. Once it stops getting rate limited, it will extract all the actionable tasks it can from the messages it's received. In a few seconds here, you should be able to see all the tasks that it has extracted. There we are. So it's identified 6 coding tasks and 1 research task. The 6 coding tasks likely belong to the Flappy Bird game, and the one research task is likely for the embedding model talk. So you can see here that it's first executing coding tasks. You can see here we have the option to select whichever features we want to implement. If we choose to reject a feature that would likely create problems down the line, we're told that this could probably have a negative effect down the line. We have the option to reject it anyway, but that would probably harm our development later. So instead we choose to accept it. Here we can accept these options. You can see that for this kind of a feature, which probably would not have many effects down the line, we can choose to reject it with no concerns. We can then say execute all of these features, and in a moment here you will see a new directory appear called work, and that is where the Flappy Bird game will be located. Here it is. So let's open VS Code and open the folder that was just generated. Now we will try the game out, and we will see that it will be somewhat functional, hopefully. Yep, here it is. All right, there are of course a couple bugs, but that's up to the developer to fix. Now let's see what Kettle did immediately after. So it completed executing the coding tasks, and now it's also completed the second task, which was to find research resources for the embedding models, and so for the talk. And so we can choose to open up all of our sources in the browser. This makes it very simple to go about our research process, really streamlines that process. Now, it's completed all the tasks that we asked it to do so far, and you can probably see that here where it's just constantly fetching Slack. Now let's say we wanted to create an update to the Flappy Bird game. I saw your Flappy Bird game. Can you add a logs.txt to track game scores? So let's see what Kettle does for this. Now in a few seconds we should see that message be read as well. Now in a second here, we can see all of the new features that it chose to implement.